EA servers are actually a little bit stable. On PS4, there's still a lot of issues kind of happening. Like, couldn't find a game of House Rules last night. It made no sense to me, but I was able to finish up the Gauntlet solos. Well, not really finished. I got my Gauntlet pack, right? My Gauntlet 2 pack. I'm not finishing up the Gauntlet 2 harder right now. That stuff is miserable just for a token and an 83 overall player. It says 83 plus, but I ain't got that type of luck to be out here pulling that pack and get anything higher than 83. So I'm not wasting my time as of right now. But we got ourselves our Gauntlet 2 pack where you get 5 choices of players to help improve your team. And let's go ahead and rank these from 1 to 5. We should be getting the Christmas promo very, very soon. And what better way to go into it with a ton of coins? If you need some Madden Ultimate Team coin, check out my sponsor, MMOAN.com. Cheapest coins on the market, and it gets even cheaper if you use code Texas at checkout for a 10% discount. Once you hit 100 stars, you get this Gauntlet 2 fantasy pack where you get a choice between Marshall Yonda at right guard. Next to lead, we got Emmanuel Sanders, we got Jared Cook, Terrell Suggs, and we also have Xavier Roads. Now, all of these cards besides Jared Cook have power-ups, which is unfortunate. So Ravens fans, you can't get Terrell Suggs up to a 93 overall power-up. Xavier Roads, for you Viking fans, you can't get up to 93 overall. And same thing with Yonda, and same thing with Emmanuel Sanders. When the Gauntlet finishes, which will probably be in 2 months, maybe 4 months from now, probably Series 8, whenever that comes out, we'll be able to then power up these players. But until then, you're pretty much got to wait until these guys get a card down the line. So I'm pretty confident that Yonda is going to get Team of the Year card. And then by the time the Gauntlet finishes, he'll be a 9 overall. And so Ravens fans should have a 9 overall right guard come like April. Emmanuel Sanders, wait for this guy to get a huge upgrade through Team of the Week or through the playoffs, and then same thing with the rest of these cards as well. So it kind of sucks you can't power these players up. It would make a lot of sense to be able to, but come again, next Gauntlet upgrade, they should probably get to 95 overall. So we'll wait for them. But right now, which of these are the best choices to choose from for the 92 overall version? So check out Yonda's stats right now at right guard. He is out here with 91 strength, with 93 awareness, with 89 pass block, 90 pass block power, 88 pass block finesse, with 91 run block, which is pretty solid. What's my man's speed? So you can see if you got here in pull, 60 speed. So that's still slow. It's not like Lane Johnson, that's 80 speed. Like that's not that fast. He has a lot of counters, a lot of toss plays. He's not going to get out there in a timely fashion, so keep that in mind. So really good card, as you guys can see, compared to David DeCastro, same overall. DeCastro appears to be better. They're the same archetype as well, so whatever abilities that DeCastro can get, Yonda can. So as of right now, there's no need for me on my team to pick up this Marshall Yonda. Let's check out Emmanuel Sanders. This dude has been amazing for the Niners, man. 88 speed, 5'11", 91 jumping with 90 catching, 88 spectacular catch, 90 short, 88 medium, and 88 deep. All right, cool. So pretty much a run-of-the-mill wide receiver. Not the greatest in this game. Yeah, probably not gonna be high on my list. We got Jared Cook, what a beast. He's out here with 84 speed, with 92 catching, 89 spec catch, 87 catching traffic, 86 route, with only 62 run blocks. So this guy is basically a lesser version of Greg Olson, right? They're the same card, right? Just Greg has better catching traffic and better spec catch. What does he have on him though? Like, is that just like them not making overalls kind of like similar? Like less awareness, better excel by 4, less agility as well. Okay, is there anything like on this dude's card that makes him a 92 overall? No, because he's 6 salary cap lower than Greg right now. So he does have 83 stiff arm, he does have 87 ball carrier vision, and 80. Okay, so he's just a little bit better with the ball in his hands, but you're not spinning with the tight end. You're not doing that at all. Like that's a bad idea. So I'll explain why he's 92 overall. They propped up his ratings with stuff that's not going to matter for him in the grand scheme of things. Okay, cool. We got Terrell Suggs out here, 92 overall linebacker, 77 speed, 85 block shit, 90 power move. Can finally get power specialist with 88 strength, 93 player condition. Our yearly terrible Terrell Suggs card, bro. This is like a staple of Madden. It's tradition at this point. Not the greatest, obviously, if you compare to a guy like Kevin Green, who's same overall. Kevin Green's way faster. Has finesse move, doesn't have the block shit, but 84 or 85 and 81 block shit is only -4. Same strength, like, so not great there. Look at a guy like Von Miller, who has speed, who has block shit, who has power move. Yeah, Terrell Suggs, man. I don't know why they keep doing this to you, bro. I don't know who you made mad at EA, but they keep giving you terrible cards. Like, there's never been a good Terrell Suggs card in Madden. Like, I defy somebody to find me a picture of a good Terrell Suggs card. This dude is always terrible, man. It makes no sense to me. EA usually says Terrell Suggs is one of those cards that plays better than his ratings, that means that card sucks. It's a terrible card. Then you got Xavier Roads out here. Lockdown cornerback, 90 speed, 90 man, 87 zone with 95 press. If you guys run a man press scheme, 95 press is fantastic. His speed's not great, so if you press against Tyreek Hill, against Brandon Cooks, against Torrey Holt, and he doesn't actually engage in the press, he's getting cooked over the top because he cannot get faster because he doesn't have the ability to get brawler because he's not a power-up, obviously. And so you can't get 91 speed powering him up. Brawler up to 93 speed, John Madden 94. So that is not great, especially with all the cornerbacks that we have in this game that have good speed and also have good press. So let's go ahead and rank these, man, from 5 to 1. So number 5, we got Terrell Suggs. As I mentioned earlier, comparing him to Von Miller, comparing him to Kevin Green, cards that came out such a long time ago. And for one, they're higher salary cap, and for two, they have better ratings, like across the board. It makes no sense. So I would definitely stay away from Terrell Suggs unless you guys like using slow players. This is the guy I would avoid. Number 2 is going to be Emmanuel Sanders, just because the amount of receivers we have in this game are crazy. If you played Thanksgiving, you got probably Michael Irvin, or you got the Odell Beckham from the Solos, obviously. You got Mud Heroes, you got the Brandon Cooks that exist right now too, Torrey Holtmaster. So 88 speed with not having really anything crazy. Like if you had like 99 catch in traffic, cool, but like not really being that possession guy to go to. Like I'd rather have a guy that's faster than Emmanuel Sanders that has the same rating. So that's going to be number 4 on the list. All right, number 3 is going to be Xavier Roads. And similar to Emmanuel Sanders, a ton of cornerbacks in this game which you probably could have gotten throughout the grind that are better. If you're grinding Journey, you got this Byron Jones, who's not as fast, but still a nice cornerback to have out here. If you're playing during the Halloween promo, you got the Denzel Ward. If you got a power patch, you got Deion Sanders. So there's just so many options at cornerback that this Rhodes is not really one I would choose unless you obviously running a theme team. And you need speed in this game to be able to compete with those fast receivers. So I would definitely not choose this Rhodes. So now we're down to number 2, number 1. And this one's kind of tough, right? Because it depends on what you want to do with your team, right? If you want to have your tight end active, I would put Jared Cook number 1 because Jared Cook is going to play very similar to this Greg Olson or the George Kittle or anybody like that. Matchup nightmare is ridiculous on tight ends. And so you can literally, on 3rd and 79, just have a tight end against a linebacker and it's going to be caught. And so that is a very valuable component to anybody's team, having a guy out here that you can actually get out and throw the ball to, and it's always going to be a completion. It's so clutch. The thing is, a lot of you are not going to want to activate a tight end because, for one, you got to have your quarterback active, which makes sense. And for 2, you got to have a running back active. You got Dickerson, you got Barry Sanders, you got Jim Brown. You want them active because they are kind of hard to bring down, and you can win a game just running the ball the entire time. And so that's 2 right there. Are you going to want to sacrifice your 3rd slot for a tight end when you can get a receiver, when you can get another running back? And so if you're not going to activate Cook, I'd put him at 2 because he still has good stats, man. He still has good catching, still has great speed. He's still 6'5", which is fantastic. Greg Olson, even though he is much better, you guys can see in catching traffic as well as in spec catch, I don't really see a difference in this game because I've been spec caught on by guys with worse spec catch. I'm looking at you, George Kittle. I'm looking at you. So doesn't really think it matters that much. So if he's active, he's number 1. But unactive, he's going to be number 2. Second best choice. And number 1 is going to be Marshall Yana just because you might as well pick him up because it saves you money instead of having to go out here and buy a guy like Larry Allen or like a guy like David Castro. Like all these linemen are going to block exactly the same. So you might as well just go ahead and get your offensive line full of a bunch of free Nat offensive linemen. That way you don't got to worry about paying coins for these top-end cards. Like, I watched people stream picking up NFL 100 linemen, and they still miss blocks as well as the next guy. They're not going to get any better the higher overall they get. They get better abilities, but that's pretty much all it comes down to. So I would get the Castro and then sell your right guard you have because this is going to be basically a permanent right guard you have in the game until the end of the year because If a guy on defensive line is not active, they don't get sheds anyway. If they get double teamed, they get sheds. And if they are active, it doesn't matter who you have out there because they're going to run through them anyway. So you might as well just go ahead and pick up the right guard over everybody else in this pack. He's the best choice. And on top of that, when Gauntlet 3 comes out, you get a Gauntlet upgrade. He will be upgraded to a 95 overall, which still may be the best choice out of this because that's going to be a 3 overall increase, and that's going to be probably a 2-speed increase for Xavier Roads, a 1-speed increase for Terrell Suggs, 3-speed for Jared Cook, and then still not faster than Cards at that time. So he's the best choice now and until the end of time. So pick up Yonda for your team and sell your current right guard. Let me know down in the comments section below who you guys chose for your Gauntlet 2 Fantasy Reward Pack. It's been your boy Texas, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
They say money can't buy your happiness, but I swear to God, it's a good down payment. Trying to stuff so many binges in my pocket, you would swear that I was out here trying to drown Franklin. I was bred in the slums, got fed up with crumbs, now you don't play a pound cake. Told me money was a root of all evil, but I swear to God, I ain't never found safe.